and welcome to your Fit Tour Tip of the Week. Today, we're going to talk about planks for older adults. Now, the safety guidelines for older adults say to avoid cervical spinal flexion when performing core and ab work. And planks are an ideal way to work both the abs and core without doing any cervical spinal flexion. However, full planks may not be appropriate for your older clients due to shoulder and wrist issues as well as back issues. So therefore, I'm going to give you some alternatives that you could do with your older clients, especially if you have older clients that are participating with younger people in your workouts and you want to have some safe alternatives for your active older clients that are participating in your workouts. So the first thing you might want to do is, for instance, here, this might be a little bit too stressful for some of your older adults, just because of wrist and shoulder and elbow issues. Also, low back issues as well. So you could take a mat and you just want to cushion the knees, okay? So that's why I have this mat. You could go into a full plank here with the knees behind your client's hips a little bit, or you could actually go into an elbow plank down on the forearms, which I really prefer with my clients here. It puts less stress on the shoulders and less stress on the wrists and elbows. Then they could do a full plank if they had the strength to do that. That would be fine. Another thing that you could do is you could elevate your clients a little bit with, say, a step or a box here. And you could have the knees behind the hips, and that would activate the abdominals. They would compress the abs to keep their internal organs where they needed to be and also to protect their back. Or you could have them do a full plank here. Then another alternative for your older clients who may have issues with their back, or even some of your younger clients who have issues with their back, is to do planks on a chair. So right here. So I'm elevated, and also I have a mat down to cushion my forearms and my elbows as I'm doing this. Now, a more advanced move would be to do planking on a BOSU. But for some of your older clients, getting down onto the floor and having their elbows on the BOSU as it's on the floor might be a little bit stressful for their back. So another way to do that would be to elevate the BOSU and have them in plank in this position. So those are just some ideas for planking for your older adults so that you work their core and their abs and avoid cervical spinal flexion. Thank you for joining us for your Fit Tour Tip of the Week.